So I've been a PS5 owner for over 3 years now. In this video I'm going to concisely review all aspects of this console and also look ahead to what's coming in 2024. So in terms of games, it's fair to say that Sony have so far delivered the goods for the PS5. Their first party exclusive game lineup is unrivaled, with huge system selling titles like Horizon, God of War, Spider-Man and Gran Turismo being amongst my favourites. It's exactly these kind of premium games that have helped Sony sell over 50 million PS5 consoles to date. I've also enjoyed a number of third-party games, with Cyberpunk being the standout title for me. All the updates have now made this one of my favourite games of all time. In terms of PlayStation exclusives for 2024, we already have confirmation of The Last of Us 2 Remastered, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Rise of the Ronin for the first half of the year. The second half of the year is currently more of a mystery, however we should hopefully see the Silent Hill 2 remake drop later in 2024, possibly alongside an all-new PS5 Pro console. I did hope we get to play Wolverine this year, but sadly it doesn't look like that's going to happen in 2024. We've also seen the PS Plus subscription service get a revamp in an effort to compete with Xbox Game Pass. There are now 3 tiers to choose from: Essential, Extra and Premium. The Essential tier gives you multiplayer, monthly games and cloud storage, so basically this is what we got in the original PS Plus from before the revamp. The Extra tier has the same benefits as Essential, but also offers hundreds of games in the game catalogue to choose from. These include many must-play games like Spider-Man, Horizon Forbidden West and many more. This is probably the best value for money tier and is particularly compelling if you've only recently got your PS5. And then finally we have the top tier, which is Premium. Premium gives you the same perks as Extra, but also adds game trials and streaming of older classic PlayStation game titles. Unfortunately, all 3 tiers recently received a price increase, but it's a pretty solid service overall. Having 3 tiers at least gives you the option to choose the service that suits you best. Gaming performance has generally been excellent on the PS5, with many games hitting native 4K with great looking graphics. Thanks to the custom SSD storage, game load times are super fast compared to last generation. It also makes the PS5 near silent in day-to-day operation. In terms of frame rates, I feel like we're going backwards. When the PS5 first came out, the vast majority of games had 60 FPS performance options, with a few games even hitting 120 FPS. But now we're a few years in, we're starting to see a number of titles release at 30 FPS only. This always happens as a console generation matures and game engines get more demanding. So later this year, maybe a PS5 Pro could deliver the holy grail of consistent 4K 60 game output. The PS5 Pro would bring a beefier CPU and GPU alongside increased RAM capacity, which in turn should offer more consistent frame rates and graphics performance. I know at this point it doesn't feel like we need a new console, but this generation still has years to run, and games will only get larger and more demanding. Here's looking at you, GTA 6. In terms of hardware design, the OG PS5 is a mixed bag for me. I still have mine in the original white covers, which gives a nice clean and modern look. However, it's fair to say it's also a rather large and awkwardly sized console. I personally didn't bother getting the PS5 Slim as it isn't that much smaller. I thought I'd hold fire and see if we do get the PS5 Pro later this year. Of course, the PS5 Pro hasn't officially been confirmed yet, but there are some fairly credible rumours that it will launch in November 2024. So the DualSense controller is still one of the best aspects of the PS5, with the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers offering a more immersive gaming experience. Games like Horizon and Spider-Man really make good use of these features. After a while you do start to take them for granted, but you'll immediately miss them when you use a controller that doesn't offer similar functionality. The only negative with the increased DualSense functionality is the cost to the battery life. You really don't get that long per charge, so you ideally need 2 controllers and the charging dock. Overall, my experience of using the PS5 over the last few years has been fantastic. It has an awesome lineup of must-play exclusive games that will only get stronger as this generation continues over the next few years. Game performance has been excellent, with superb graphics combined with fast loading times, giving the whole gaming experience on PS5 a refined feel. The DualSense controller is surely the current market leader and only adds to the premium gaming experience that the PS5 offers. Whilst it's now over 3 years old, the PS5 offers gamers the full package and surely has an exciting future ahead. Let me know if you have a PS5 in the comments, and would you be interested in a PS5 Pro if it does release later this year? And that's a wrap for this video. I've been Tom Hyphen. Like and subscribe for more gaming and tech content. You can also find me on Instagram. Thanks for watching.